Welcome, everybody. You'll note Bridget is looking at the camera.
Directly prepared.
She got called out this week on our radio segment for not being prepared.
I'm not going to look at Nick at all this week. I'm just going to stare at you guys here. So watch us on YouTube.
It's been a rough week for you, Bridget.
It has been the worst.
2020 just keeps snowballing to
this week. Like 4th of July feels like it was a year ago. At this point.
I was saying to someone, it happened last week. And they're like, 4th of July weekend? I'm like, no. Like last weekend.
Yeah. 4th of July weekend.
It was 4th of July weekend.
I was thinking about that on how 4th of July weekend was the best and then the worst. And I'm like, well, that was a long time ago. I'm like, no, actually, everything that has happened in my life has happened in 1 week. So what happened, you say?
What happened, Bridget?
Let me tell you.
Please tell us. We'd love to hear.
If you are local in Wisconsin, you know it's been 900 degrees with 400% humidity, approximately.
Okay. Give or take.
Not a fan of the humidity. We had a fun day on the 3rd. We watched some fireworks. On the 4th, we went to my parents and we're in the backyard swimming all day.
It was lovely, I'm sure.
So great. We got home. We let our kids stay up late because it's 4th of July and, fireworks happen when it's dark.
They have some rocket pops?
No. Rocket pops?
You know, the red, white, and blue rocket pops?
Oh, bomb pops.
Whatever.
Okay, anyway. We had some and we never ate them.
Dreamsicles?
Anyway, so got home, tired kids, sweaty, sunscreen, all the things. It's 85 degrees in our house. 85 degrees.
Wow.
Oh, I thought it was a fluke, maybe like a breaker, something. No, guys, my air conditioner went out. So that took... I do have to say, the company that we called was awesome. We did not call them on Sunday because we didn't want to... We know a lot of people in that industry and that does service jobs. My dad owns a company that does that. And I can live for a day without it, I thought. I didn't want to make them come out on a Sunday.
Decision.
I know, it was. Nick offered up a very cool condo, air conditioned and empty, but my very wonderful husband thought maybe we could just tough it out at our house.
If you're looking to buy a condo.
Talk to Nick. Yeah, so we lost our air conditioning. We had to get a whole new air conditioner.
It doesn't stop there, though.
That's the moral of the story. But no, guys, so a couple $1,000 on an air conditioner. You think that's enough? No.
Nope.
1 day later, what happened? Well, we started not to have water. And so we live in Geneva Township, but we might as well be in the city of Lake Geneva, right?
Water is essential.
We are a street away from the city, but we are on septic and we have well water, which has been really great.
I love well water. I think it's very tasty, delicious.
I've learned a lot about it.
You don't have to pay for it?
Well, what I didn't know is we started losing pressure. I don't know anything about wells, everybody.
Well, you dig them down into the ground.
That's about what I know about
and there's a water table. So, you go 200, 300 feet down and it's water there.
Yeah.
And you dig a hole and it collects in there and then you have a pump and it pumps the water out.
No, we dig ours with a bucket.
Did you?
Just kidding.
Really? Like Little Bo Peep or whatever?
Yeah, like Little Bo Peep. Or the movie, what's the movie with some girl coming out of a well? Some scary movie. Okay. I don't know what it is. Anyway, another long story short, we needed to replace our entire well pump, I think. I don't know. It cost more than the air conditioner, just to give you an idea.
Yeah, but you're good for the next 30 years.
So, yay. And I don't think I've mentioned on here, we're about to do an addition on our home. So all of this could have happened in about a month when we have an already existing construction loan that we could have fit this all into. But no. This happened about $8,000 this week is what I've spent on my home.
Wow.
So, but, brand new water.
Well,
and air.
And you took a trip to the hospital.
We did. We took a trip to the hospital. Are you talking about Baby Watch 2020?
Baby Watch 2020.
So, guys, my twin sister having her second baby. We are waiting.
Shout out to Shannon.
So Shannon is having baby number 2. So this will be grandchild number 4. And so we are just on the edge of our seat here. So that's going to be the highlight of the week here. Okay. Positive hospital trips are that's the highlight. That's about as good as my week has gotten. Okay.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I mean,
you didn't get hit by any cars this week?
I didn't get hit by any cars this week. I didn't, have anything very interesting. I got some grass this week at my house.
It looks nice.
Thank you, which we're just watering all over the place, all over the time.
At least you have
We've got some rain. Yeah, we have water, thank God. We have a well, so we're not paying for the inordinate amount of watering we're doing.
Because it's so dang hot.
It is so hot.
Yeah, you guys have to say I've been looking forward to this podcast.
How hot is it?
So hot.
So hot.
But I've been looking forward to this so I could just vent about my week because I'm trying not to project my crappy week on anyone but you guys. So I appreciate it.
You kind of failed with that, Bridget.
I know.
mean,
I projected it on Nick. It's been
It's been
it's
rough.
been a bad
It's been
week.
rough knowing you.
Okay, well, I'm really
Poor
sorry.
Shannon, that
Really
car
sorry.
ride with you. You know, she's all excited about baby coming,
Yeah.
getting out soon, vacating the premises.
And
And you're all, my air conditioning don't work.
listen,
I'm so glad I'm in your car because at least there's air
I'm
conditioning
happy to
in
take
here.
a drive in a car. Shannon travels pretty far for her doctor's appointments, so I do just try and keep her company. And it's been a lot of fun. That was a highlight of my week. So anyway, happy to say goodbye to 2020 anytime soon is all I've got to
Just
say.
pull a Rip Van Winkle, go to sleep, wake up in 2021.
I mean, I'd be fine with that, but for the meantime, I'm having a drink.
All right, so you may, if you're watching on YouTube, you've probably seen this conspicuous packaging.
What
Let's
is it?
lift
What is
it up.
it?
It's a 2-pack, which was previously a 6-pack, of Sipes
It's a
Extra
2-pack.
Pale Ale.
Yes.
And you might think, I don't like IPA beer. I don't like hoppy beer. Well, this is not a hoppy beer.
It's
this
not.
is a lager, a Pilsner-style lager, in fact.
I would say it's the easiest drinking beer I've had in a while.
Yes.
I don't know how that's.
You obviously haven't had Busch Light in a while.
No, I haven't.
But
Or any beer 30 lately. Have you guys ever had beer 30? It's, I think, the worst beer I've ever drank.
I've never had beer
Yeah.
30.
I drank it in college.
Well,
Drank a
say
lot
no
of-
more.
I drank a lot of bad things in college. This is much better than beer 30. Nick's got some history on it because he's a much better history explainer than I am, so he's going to tell you all about it. Well, I drink because, this week. Thanks.
You're
Full
welcome.
glass for me.
So, this beer, Sipe, is named after Conrad Sipe. He eponymously named his brewery. That's, dear Bridget.
Yeah, I drank without you. I've had a really bad week. We established this. Okay.
Eponymous is one of my favorite words. So anytime I can use it, I use it. So he started the eponymously named Sipe Brewing Company in Chicago back in the 1800s. This is called the beer that built Chicago. He became very famous. Can you believe you can fit this whole bottle of beer
I know.
in this coffee mug?
And it's like not even as full as my cup.
I know.
Well, I drank some, so
Cheers
To a better week.
to a better week. So he built the Black Point Mansion in Lake Geneva.
Yeah. Check it
and
out if you're
has,
visiting Lake Geneva.
A great little local tie-in.
Yeah.
But the brand went extinct after Prohibition, and Conrad's great-great-granddaughter.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh.
been that long. I don't know. She's some sort of descendant. Decided she wanted to start brewing it again. We're
Yeah.
not going to go into too much because we think we're going to get her as a future guest.
We hope so. She is wonderful, and I was lucky enough to meet her. Nick's obviously spoken to her, so we hopefully will get to have Lauren on here sometime in the next near future.
But I have this lovely mug that I purchased from Black Point
Yeah.
that Dave, who is supposedly some sort of historical expert, I'm calling you out, Dave, swore that this was an authentic drinking vessel for this type of
I
beer.
was wondering. Nick brought a coffee mug down. I'm like, what? Do you not have more than one pint glass?
It's delicious.
Well, I'm drinking mine out of a Walworth County pint glass, so shout out.
So it's very crisp. It's very refreshing.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this more in the future.
Yep.
We don't want to spoil all of it, but we wanted to bring it out to give you a little preview to
Yeah.
the remix. And additionally,
Almost spit my beer
a
out.
little hot and fresh out the kitchen tip that you can pick this beer up at Lake Geneva Country Meats.
And you should.
Try it. It's kind of a taste of history. It's fun. It's something
Yeah.
different, but really refreshing. And you're supporting Lauren and her business. And she brews it at Metropolitan Brewing in Chicago, which is a female-owned brewery,
Didn't know
female-led brewery,
that.
which we
I
need
love
a
it
lot.
even more.
We need more diversity in the drinks industry, men and women. So I might be sexist by saying this. I don't know. But men and women
Here we are.
approach things very differently many times. Like, it's
Yep.
just whatever.
Venus, Mars.
Mercury's in retrograde.
Seriously.
But they approach things really differently. And you might say to people of different backgrounds, experiences, hey, brew a Pilsner, and they'll do it very differently.
Mhm.
And I always think the more approaches to brewing you can get, the better. So I love, there's
I
not
didn't
enough
know
female
this.
brewers, there's not enough female-owned breweries. So if you can support female brewers, female winemakers, female distillers, I think that's a really huge thing, and it really
Yeah.
promotes diversity of options.
Nick, I'm on board with all the things I just learned this. I just thought it's a delicious beer, and I really enjoyed the 5 minutes that I got to speak to Lauren. So
She's lovely.
she is lovely. So hopefully stay tuned and keep listening to us to hear when she'll be on.
Also, I'm going to tell you something that I haven't told you yet.
I don't like surprises.
We might be in talks with a cheesemaker for a Sipe beer cheese curd.
Whoa.
We have some experiments to do,
Whoa.
but stay tuned
I
for
like
that
cheese. Whoa, lots of things happening.
too. Yes.
Well,
We had a very intense phone call, a cheesemaker and myself last
I
night.
can imagine.
Talking about some possible ways.
I think I spoke to that
we could do
cheesemaker's
this.
wife last night, actually.
Did she say my husband's on some idiotic phone call with...
No, we were just texting about missing each other.
Oh, I miss her too.
Oh, life.
Josie, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. You commented last week.
You did. Thank you. We miss you. Okay. As you may have heard, I had either 85 to 87 degree homes and or no water all week. So I didn't cook crap at my house this week.
A lot of Tostitos or Totinos. What are those?
I like
pizza rolls?
No, because I yelled at Tyler. I'm like, we can't turn the oven on and heat it up another 400
You could use the microwave, Bridget.
We don't
Oh,
use
that's right.
microwave.
You don't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So okay, we could have used a microwave, but we just didn't cook.
I have an extra microwave at the condo.
We have a microwave. It came with our appliances. It's just not hooked up. Okay, so I have nothing. So
It's not hooked up.
I'm giving this to. We're redoing our house, okay? So we just didn't hook. We have lived without a microwave for years, and it's been kind of liberating.
All right, guys, I'm going to talk to you about
We're
something
just gonna drink.
that's great with this beer, and that is tacos.
Tacos are great with everything.
You know we talk about tacos a lot, but I really want to just pen a love letter to Taqueria de Gallo Oro and their Taco Tuesday special, which is basically they discount all of their tacos.
Which are already super affordable.
And just, make however many you want. When you go to a taqueria, how many tacos do you get if you're going to do tacos?
I usually just do 2 with rice.
Do you do 2 of the same or 2 different ones?
2 different.
So I usually do 3, and I always have to do 3. If it's a new place, I do a lengua.
Oh, God, yeah. I knew you were going to say that.
I do a carnitas.
Okay.
And then if they have al pastor or chorizo, I'll do one of those 2.
Yeah, I am getting more into chorizo, so maybe I'll start having it.
I like the sausages. I like to see how you do that. But so this time at Taqueria, I got their arrachera, which is skirt steak, which was really good. I was very impressed at the quality of that one. They cooked it really nicely.
Yep.
I had al pastor, which carnitas are my favorite taco, and they are objectively the best taco.
Have you heard Nick talk about?
Are pork butts that are cut in lard, cooked down, and all the things. If you don't know that,
we talked about it a few weeks
crisp
back.
them up. Al pastor, I think, is really, really, really creeping up there. And then I had some chorizo tacos.
How is their chorizo?
It's good. Yeah? It's good. Ours is better. I'm not gonna, sugarcoat it.
Arguably.
But no, not arguably. No, ours is better. Have you
in
had
my
our
opinion?
No, ours is better.
Yeah, I had it.
We won a bunch of awards for our chorizo. It is award-winning. I bet their chorizo hasn't won anything, but it's good. It's good.
But we love them. I had it in jambalaya, and it was really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And the secret is vinegar.
Oh, I love vinegar.
Yeah, so just
okay.
Yep. So I just want to talk about the greatest tacos. I love them all. Their al pastor is so good. They get the meat to pineapple just perfect, spot on, and then the onion and the cilantro. You cannot do that gringo style. They offer gringo style tacos, which is nice.
Which obviously I get.
It's fine on the skirt steak, the arrachera. It's fine on the chorizo, but they should just say no. You cannot have gringo style on the al pastor because the lettuce and stuff, it just ruins it.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't think I would do that. So some tacos like that, I don't like onions, and I feel like you have to have the onions to make that really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Sure.
So
a little bit of red onion.
Shame on me.
Shame on
Maybe
you.
I'll grow up and like onions one day.
So, what we want to put to you is if we did the hard seltzer tasting thing.
Yes.
What if we did an episode where we had all of the tacos, all of the different types of tacos? There's a gajillion tacos, and we tasted through tacos and rank them in order of deliciousness. Would that be interesting?
Are all the tacos from one place?
I think we have to, right?
I think so too, to even playing field. So would you want to listen to that? Would you watch it? Because you should, because watching people eat food and then try and talk is hilarious.
I think so.
Okay.
So that's
I'd love to eat it, okay?
I just want to talk about tacos. Please tell us, what is your favorite taco? We are up for taqueria suggestions.
Yep.
Mexican grocery stores. There's other people that also make tacos, but not as good as the Mexican grocery stores.
I love their, I think they call them gorditas. There's a little pocket.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
Yeah, that's what I get every time I go there.
I really they do a really good pollo verde enchilada.
Oh.
That's really delicious.
I'm very bad, as it won't surprise you, of getting the same exact thing every time I go.
They have really good salsa verde there, which is.
Oh yeah, I do love all their salsa. Okay.
I was at Piggly Wiggly the other day, and they had some really beautiful tomatillos.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
I'm gonna make my
I need to make some. Maybe I'll do it tonight. I was gonna make cheeseburgers, but maybe I'll just smoke
I'm
some.
gonna cook nothing because we only kind of have
tomatillos.
water back. No kitchen water. Don't know why. Anyway, okay, guys.
All right, time for some random news stories.
Yeah.
Bridget, what is making you feel good this week?
Things
It's definitely not your air conditioning.
Not my week. Things that are making me happy. I don't think I've talked about this on here, but a big part of my joy in my life is resale shopping. So
Pop them tags.
it's been affected by Nick's gonna wrap everything. So I love Macklemore. I have talked about that on the wedding episode. Anyway, I love thrift shopping. I have not gotten to do it much here, coronavirus. I know Goodwill and things are back open. It's just not on the top of my list of having to
Elliot loves
spread
that
my
song.
germs there. So I've missed my thrift shopping, but there is an awesome online resale site called ThreadUp. And I've talked to my sister as an environmentalist, my older sister, the one who lives in Seattle.
Shout out, Brittany.
And I've talked with her about how, like, oh, you and Shannon, both my sisters, do these jobs that, like, are meaningful and things. And I've always kind of felt bad about, you know, my love for thrifting and how, whatever. She told me, you know what? It's your way of recycling. And it is really,
no,
like.
it's not recycling. It's upcycling.
So I
You're
often,
one
like.
better than the recyclers.
I've been very interested in, like, learning about fast fashion and how it affects the environment and et cetera.
Not good.
And
yeah.
so I do not joke when I say more than 95% of my wardrobe is secondhand. And so I remember a time when that was, like, shameful to say. So anyway, hey guys, not shameful, super cool to shop resale. But what I learned is Walmart just partnered recently with ThreadUp. So you can now buy secondhand clothing on Walmart's site as well. So if you guys shop at Walmart, I'm not here to say positive or negative things about Walmart. I don't care what you think about them. If you shop
It's an
at Walmart,
American success story.
you will see that they've changed their clothing. Like, they've obviously put a lot of money into that part of their business.
Mhm.
I've noticed it a lot. So they have just taken a complete 180 on that. And so anyway, part of that is that they have realized now they said 70% of Americans are willing to shop secondhand, which is up like some
Wow.
crazy amount. So anyway, I find it really interesting. I read a lot of articles about that recently, and it made me happy because it's a topic I'm very interested in. So
I like that they have garanimals.
they do have
because
garanimals.
it makes it very easy to match your daughter. My father,
In case you have a hard time with
shout out
that.
to Dad, he
Hi, Scott.
dressed himself that way for a long time. That was how he knew how to,
By granimals?
yeah, like match all the things. He's-
Adult granimals?
he likes to match. He really is big on matching. So
I appreciate
that
that.
really helped him.
Good job, Scott.
He's not big into the contrast. He's more into the match. I'm
Okay.
more into the contrast.
Okay, here's a question. Do you think jeans and navy blue don't work together?
No, they definitely work together.
Tyler, listen up. My husband, for a long time, like, wouldn't wear certain shades of blue with jeans because he's like, these are the same color. Like, I hear what you're saying, but
But you're
jeans
wrong.
match everything.
And our chorizo is better.
Okay,
All
Nick,
right, my
what do you
time.
learn?
So I thought this was really cool and very applicable to Lake Geneva. Maybe someone with the downtown business district or the Chamber of Commerce or the mayor or someone could do something about this.
Yep, this sounds awesome.
But Paris,
Our friends in Paris.
fabulous Paris, they are having, we've seen all the drive-in theaters, they
Yes.
have one-upped us, those French Pepe Le
Of course
Pews.
they have.
They have a drive-in movie theater on a lake, well, a
Yes.
basin off of one of their rivers that
Awesome.
goes through Paris.
Close
And
enough.
it's an inflatable screen, and you take your boat up. Now, Lake Geneva is famous,
Yes.
some might say infamous, for its boating.
And our lake.
And our lake, it's called Lake Geneva.
Geneva
The
Lake.
lake is Geneva Lake. It's Lake Geneva's a city. Fontana on Geneva Lake, because they don't want to be confused with the other Fontanas. But how cool would it be
Yes.
what if in downtown Lake Geneva there was a screen that faced the water
Yep.
and you could pull your boat up? The Gage Marine people could, like park a boat on the side
Yep.
of it. You could be out there. You're on the water.
You're socially
you know,
distant.
Ain't no rules on the boats.
Eh.
All the things.
I love this.
This would be great.
Obviously, so we used to do, when I was working with the downtown, movies on the sand on the beach, and Clearwater Outdoor would do paddle nights and paddle up and
Well,
watch
that's
those movies.
cool.
Yeah, genius, right? So let's just ramp that up a little.
And you know what the movie they're calling it? Showing us the first
What?
one, Le Grand Bain, which means
Is that Jaws?
sink or swim.
I didn't know that. I saw this article, but I didn't see what movie they were doing. We also just talked about Walmart. Walmart is also putting some
Yeah.
drive-ins in their parking lots. I don't know if
That's
they've
cool.
announced locations, and I doubt Lake Geneva's one, but still cool.
I just really think this idea is
Yes,
insane.
let's do it.
You missed the joke.
Insane?
The Seine River.
Oh, meh.
Oh, come on. That's like the
Meh.
daddest of dad jokes.
Okay, guys.
All right,
we're
let's
taking
take a break.
All right, guys, we're back with our product recommendations. And if you know me, you're going to kind of laugh at this one this week.
This is hilarious.
Well, my first product recommendation is box fans, okay?
I prefer the oscillating.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, we discovered that the need for box fans, when your house is 85 to 87 degrees, you just like need a fan in front of your face. But moving on, I will stop complaining.
Don't stop complaining.
This
Don't stop
I knew it.
complaining.
So I do not have a dog.
Hold on to the outrage.
I don't have
Air
pets.
conditioning.
I'm never going to have pets.
is
I'm not a fan.
needed.
But sister from Seattle's here, and she was telling me they have a relatively new dog. I think they got Rosie in March.
Oh, that's a great name.
Rosie?
Yeah.
Yeah. She came with a different name. I can't remember, and it was funny. Like, it was kind of a ridiculous name. Anyway,
Let's call her Riveter.
leave a comment and let us know what the name was. But have you ever heard of the Pet Cube?
No.
Okay, so I talked about the camera we use for our baby cam. This is similar. It's like a pet cam.
I've seen this. I know what this is.
The best part about this is my sister was saying that her husband just kept like going down the hole and upgrading, because like you can just buy a basic one or upgrade. So Brittany can take her phone from here in Wisconsin. She's here for Baby Watch 2020. She can take her phone and go like this and throw a treat to her dog. So
this
like
is actually like finger track.
I don't know how it does it.
It's a game for dogs and humans.
But I am dying to like be with Brittany. We're all trying to like keep our distance, you know. So sometime I want to be with her and watch her like swipe a treat, and then it spits a treat out at her dog.
Think about how fun that'd be if like it actually follows your trajectory with the finger.
Yeah,
and
you
like
go,
her husband's sitting there, and you just like stealth log in, and you go like,
well, yeah.
why is there dog treats
like
hitting me?
it's not a two-way camera, so Brittany can just be like creeping on the dog, and Dennis, her husband, I don't know. I think it's awesome. You can give them a treat. So check out Pet Cube if you are going to be away and you are going to miss your dog and want to give him a treat.
My
Pet Cube.
product recommendation this week comes from another thing I was targeted on the Facebook,
Good job targeting.
and it is Flatiron Pepper Company.
Mm.
They are a pepper flake company,
Ooh.
and their tagline is, "You'll never go back to generic peppers."
Like red pepper flakes?
Yes. So they have these blends
What?
of, like smoked ones. So they have this 4-pepper blend. That's, let's see, what is it? What is it exactly? Arbol, Ghost, Habanero, and Jalapeno. I got that one. It's very flavorful, very nice, good spice.
What are you putting it on?
Oh, just anything you'd use the...
Red pepper flakes?
Yep.
Okay.
I use it for sauces a lot. I use it. But what I'm really excited about, they have a Hatch Valley green pepper.
Yum.
So a little bit more fruit, a little bit more flavor. So like salsa verdes, different salsas.
Sounds like you need to make that
all
salsa.
of these things that you would want, like pepper fruitiness without super burn.
Okay.
Perfect for that. And then the creme de la creme that they have like some stupid hot one, and that's just idiotic. Like, okay, I had 120,000 Scoville.
I would like it.
It's dumb. You can't taste the flavor. My tongue's on fire.
Okay.
Hot takes from Nick. I'm on the hot takes this week and the singing. They have a dark and smoky one that is chipotle, ancho, and habanero peppers.
Is it super smoky?
It's fairly smoky.
Yeah.
So when you're making things that you want some smoke flavor to, but don't have time to smoke it or don't want to cook outside because of whatever reasons, use this. Add a little bit of this and you get that nice smoky roastiness to the things without having to use liquid smoke or some other garbage like that.
I don't like smoky flavors. I wish I did, but I had one of the first times I had fish, it was some kind of smoked fish, and I was young, and I just remember tasting smoke, and I don't know, I think that scarred me.
Did your dad like catch some
It
fish,
wasn't
start
my
a
dad.
fire, and put them in there?
No, we like did
Here you
it.
go, Bridget.
I feel like we did it in grade school. Like for some reason, I feel like this was
Like a science project?
I have no idea, but it wasn't my dad. I don't know who fed me weird smoky fish, but you've scarred me for my whole life. No big deal, no big deal.
Go, jerk face.
No, okay.
All right, that's that. This week's product recommendations. We'll have links. You check them out.
Okay, this week.
We are back
Did you miss us?
with interesting questions with Bridget and Nick. Bridget,
Ooh.
it is your turn
I am here.
to lead the Would You Rathers.
Yeah, you guys, these are completely random
Go
because my week has been crazy. So these are random. Here we go. Nick, Would you rather?
Would I rather?
Would you rather live in a cave or live in a treehouse? Usually I feel like there's an obvious answer, and I struggled with these.
Are they similar levels of accoutrements, or is it
Yes.
just like...
These are equally fancy caves and treehouses.
Okay, cave, because I like the temperature control aspect of the cave. No air conditioning in a treehouse. Caves are constant temperature, pretty much.
But caves are moist. I feel like caves are moist. I'm just telling you you're wrong.
You can get a dehumidifier.
Ooh, is there electricity in your cave?
Well, you said it's equal as nice as a treehouse. Every treehouse that's worth its salt has
electricity.
Has an extension cord running 300 feet from the house, up the tree, through a window, duct tape to the side of the tree. Come on, Bridget.
Okay, well, I would obviously rather be in a treehouse. I don't know why. Actually, I do. It would be
because you think about glamping. You're like, oh, we're gonna go glamping in our glampable treehouse.
Glampable, yeah. I wonder which one would have less bugs.
The cave.
Well, it would have like creepier bugs. I feel like that's where you'd find the like centipedes. Moist, dark environment.
You're not gonna get eaten alive by mosquitoes.
Oh, good point. Okay, well, I'll put mosquito netting in my treehouse, and then I'll have a really good view, so I can watch what's going on.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's really what I wanted.
Also, I don't like ladders. I have to go up ladders to get to the treehouse.
Okay, selfishly, this next question is because I don't know how you'd answer, and I really want to know because I've done both these things.
Oh, have you?
And I need to know. So, would you rather go? Caveat about this first one. Would you rather go deep sea diving or skydiving? So let's just say scuba diving or skydiving.
So this is actually really tough because I really want to do both.
Okay. I was genuinely curious. I'm like, I don't know if he's scared of heights.
I really enjoy swimming. I love to swim, and while I swim, I like to do a scuba thing, and I like to just like not scuba, but like the snorkel.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love to do that stuff. Very different. I love to like look at fish. I don't eat fish.
Yeah. He'll die.
I don't go. No, it's shellfish.
Only shellfish. Okay.
I don't like to go fishing, but I love watching fish. I love aquariums. I really like to just sit at the bottom of the pool and like watch things. So that would be so much fun. I would love to do that.
Okay.
Skydiving also would love to do it.
Okay.
Really would love to do it.
Tough one.
The whole like idea of nothing between you and the ground as you're hurtling near it really appeals to me.
The blinding fear is great.
Maybe my psychiatrist is listening and can get some insight from this right now.
Be like, Nick, we need to talk.
But that whole jump off the edge and maybe you die, maybe you don't. That appeals to me.
Risk.
I like risk.
Yeah.
Risk is good.
Yep.
I love the idea. I can't really do like flips and stuff. I'm not that acrobatic.
Well, also you have to go with someone.
Well, that's dumb. I'm not doing fuck that.
I mean, you have to. You might want to your first time.
How hard is it to pull a cord?
Well, that's fun. You see, Nick, see if you can convince them to say, I don't need you.
I'm great. I'm going to go, honestly, with deep sea diving.
That's where I felt.
Just because I really think I'd enjoy it. It's a longer experience.
Yep.
I would overall enjoy it more. I love being in the water.
So I've done both. I wouldn't say deep sea diving because I've gone scuba diving. My sister and my dad are certified, and my other sister and I just like learned in Mexico, which is pretty much like here,
Mexico,
breathe in the pool at your resort, and then good luck. I mean, that was literally what it was. So it's both of them terrified me in different ways.
I am terrified of sharks.
That wasn't.
In the words of the lady from the South, the chicken come in my house, I gonna eat it. The ocean is the shark's house. You go in the shark's house, he gonna eat you.
It's funny. That's never really crossed my mind. It was like the breathing. It sounds really weird, but you have to breathe a certain way. So anyway, both things were great. Skydiving, the thing that like people didn't mention to me was when you jump out of a plane or someone pushes you or whatever, it's like hitting a brick wall. So you just like can't breathe for a quick second there.
That's exciting. I like that.
It was super great after that, but that was really like quite terrifying.
We're gonna play this movie. This
Nick,
is my thoughts.
I am giving you my warnings here, but whatever.
I'm not concerned. I can deal with that. I love.
Well, it was great. I mean, I was very happy to do it.
I love the roller coasters. I love the.
Yeah. Oh man, Nick.
The ones where you just like drop. I love the water rides.
This is not the same
where
thing.
you just drop straight down. So, like, I'm aware it's not the same thing.
So stay tuned for when Nick goes skydiving.
But I'm just very interested in this. Why won't this movie play? I want you all to hear what this lady had to say.
How about we'll
about
post
the
it
shark.
so you can choose to watch it?
Oh, here we go.
Praise the Lord, everybody.
Ooh.
This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and eat meat in it. Hallelujah. I'm on my way to church this morning, but I wanted to make a quick video because my spirit was troubled this morning. I had the news on. It was talking about somebody else and got ate up by a shark. I want you all to be mindful. When you're vacationing,
lady.
Yes.
you know, you're going to the beach, do that. Go to the beach. Don't go to the ocean, okay? The ocean is the shark's house.
The ocean is the shark's
Okay,
house.
I'm not, and I can swim. I can swim. My
I can
whole
swim.
body is a flotation device. My whole body is a flotation
She's a larger
device.
lady.
I don't have to do nothing to float. But I can't swim. Another thing that makes me suspect and makes me, you know, it has my Negro membership card in question. Most black people can't swim, but I can swim. But I'm not going to the ocean because that's the
You're
shark's
enjoying
house.
this.
This is great,
The
right?
shark has the right to eat you up when you in his house. When chickens come in my house, guess what? They get ate. When pigs come in my house, they own the plate. So when you go in the shark's house, you're going to get ate up, okay? So I want you
love
to
how
be
matter of
safe.
fact
I
she
want you
is.
to be...
Like, I gotta tell you guys this PSA. Like, she's taking time out of her day to give you this public service
You go in the
announcement.
shark's house. The shark gonna eat you.
You're gonna get ate. She's not wrong.
So that's.
I mean, try not to get eaten when you scuba dive, okay?
I'm terrified of sharks. Like, legitimately terrified of sharks.
Well, you know, they like blood, so.
I've thought of, like, I have this problem in my life where I think through, like, all these
The worst
absurd
case.
scenarios
Yeah.
and, like, how would you.
Sure.
It's helped me in a number of cases, like when I got hit by the car, because I'd already thought
Tuck and
through.
roll.
Yep. So you got to go for the nose and all the things and all the stuff,
Yep.
but I'm still, like,
Right
just
between the eyeballs.
terrified.
So Nick's prepared. So he's gonna go skydiving and tell us how it's so much like the roller coasters.
terrified.
And then he's gonna go scuba diving and punch a shark in the face.
Terrified of sharks.
Stay tuned. Okay, one more here. This one I also think is so interesting. Would you rather run a restaurant of your own at the location of your choice, money no object, or make your living by reviewing restaurants around the country and tasting the best they have to offer?
This is tough because I have a concept that I thought of before
Yes.
Grant did it.
Which is why I knew this would be hard for you.
I have several concepts I'd like to do.
This is easy for me because I don't ever want to run a restaurant.
I mean, I don't really want to run it, but if money's no object, I
Money's
can
no object, you're right.
pay some idiot to
So
do it
you
for
ju-
me.
some
Sorry,
very-
restaurants friends.
Some very qualified people to do it. Hey, I think it's a special person to run a
Restaurants are a disease that when you have it, it's like the highest high you'll ever have.
We love you, restaurant friends.
You guys are great. You all are diseased, though. I mean, we all have problems.
Moving on.
Let's see.
This is so easy to me.
Reviewing restaurants. Is it like good restaurants or bad ones?
I don't know. You're reviewing them. You tell me if they're good or bad.
So is this like guys divers, drive-ins, and
No,
dines?
you're tasting the best they have to offer. So I guess you could be at a
the
bad restaurant.
best that Thumbs Up has to offer is
I don't think
different.
they serve food.
They have peanuts.
Okay, this bag of pretzels or peanuts?
Then Medusa's has to offer, for
Yeah.
instance.
I mean, I still want to travel and review restaurants. Money's no object because you're getting paid to, eat at these places.
Yeah, I'd rather just go eat at these places.
Yeah, and not have your concept come to life.
No, that's the problem. Is
I
like
know.
I have a great concept. I have
really,
several
I'm
great
so
concepts.
happy that these are so hard this week. I get really disappointed when these are easy.
They're hard.
Well, I'm glad you couldn't make a decision.
Thank
It's
you.
not just me.
Thank you. Speaking of not making decisions, you said this week you actually had an
I
easy
know.
time making a decision
I
on the
did.
meal plan that you
Yes.
wanted to make. I didn't know you were so
Yes.
into this.
Well, so the reason I put it on the meal plan this week is I put just like a simply baked halibut on the plan. And I think it's because, one, we don't talk about seafood enough, and because we do sell seafood at the store. And
Seafood sustainable in many cases.
wild caught, if you're
Healthy.
us. Yeah.
Uh,
Ooh, Nick doesn't
Easy to
eat it, so
cook.
he's trying really hard here.
Lots of ways you can
But
flavor it.
I will order it out at a restaurant, but I'm scared to cook it.
Oh,
like,
it's so easy.
Tyler and I both say that. And so it's in the meal plan, and you'll see on the post that
Cook
says,
until it flakes.
I mean, I watch a lot of MasterChef.
Well, it's because there's like, oh, it's so easy, and then you forget about it. It's like
Right.
me and my rice that I forgot to cook.
Oh, yeah, can't forget that. So this recipe that I put on yours, super easy, a way to bake halibut, and halibut's an easy fish, and like not very fishy fish. And so
Mhm.
anyway, I picked it this week so you all can help, feel confident cooking fish. I don't yet, but I'm going to cook this and try, okay?
You know what the problem with fish is Bridget just said, you should really like halibut. It's not very fishy fish.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
That
agree
is
with
the
you.
problem with fish.
I agree. You're like, do you enjoy fish? It doesn't taste like fish.
People always give me like, yeah, you don't like fish. I'm like, no, I don't. I like to try it. I always, I'm not
I
gonna
like it if
not
it doesn't
eat
taste like fish.
I like when it's deep fried to hell and back, and you have it in ketchup, and you're like, oh, it could be chicken. But
Gotcha.
if the thing is, I like it because it doesn't taste like fish. Maybe you should just eat a steak.
I mean, I hear you. I'm just trying to eat
Pork
more
chop.
seafood because it's
Chicken
healthier.
breast.
Chicken breast. Anyway, I picked Simply Baked Halibut, okay?
All right, so my recipe this week is a newer thing we put up when we thought the quarantine was going to go on forever. We did. We were about 3/4 of the way to launching a thing about discovering new recipes and trying cuisines you've never tried.
But
And
stop everything.
West Africa has an incredible culinary history. Some really awesome recipes that get really overlooked, and people usually say, "Oh, African food." Well, there's a lot of Africa's a big continent.
There's a lot of Africa.
So we want to do kind of West Africa more, and this really cool recipe from Senegal called chicken yassa. Poulet yassa sénégalais is the French word for it.
Something like that.
It's a really cool recipe for chicken thighs. You serve with rice and stuff. Basically, you braise it forever with yellow onions, very thinly sliced, so they really the flavor gets out.
Okay.
It's okay.
I like onion
It's
flavor.
Okay. It's okay. Yep. So you get the flavor
Calm
now.
down.
Some peppers, mustard, things like this. So you get this really super flavorful chicken that's kind of a stew, kind of not. Serve over rice or whatever. And it's really good.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it because it's going to be delicious.
Wait, is it slow cooker?
You can do slow cooker, but I think the way we wrote it is as a
Oven?
braise.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, we wrote it as a braise, but you could do it as a slow cooker. It's a long marinade in the lemon juice, olive oil, Dijon mustard, garlic. So
I saw jalapenos in there.
Yep. So it's
Excited
really
about
cool
that.
because it's a little spicy.
Yep.
Jalapenos is a little like Midwestern
Gringo.
it because we don't have all of the African peppers
Yeah.
available to us. But
Well, it's as good as we can do, right?
Yep, it's a really great recipe, and I'm really excited to make it and give it a try.
I can't say I've tried that one, but love that it's chicken. Love that you picked chicken.
That is chicken. I know. Oh God, what happened to me?
I know. You know what else I love?
Kid Corner.
It's time, you guys. I've been so excited.
How did the game go last night?
So, another highlight. Well, we got lightninged out a little bit.
Aw.
So, you guys, since Elliot turned 4 in March, but I don't remember when I could start signing him up. I could not wait to sign him up for organized sports. Sports played a huge part in my life. My parents let me try all the things and kind of just pick which sports I liked, obviously, and stay with them. I'll tell you, I did not stick with tennis or gymnastics. Wasn't my thing. But so the first thing Elliot can do at 4 years old is t-ball. And if any of you have kids of organized sports age, kids t-ball is hilarious.
I agree.
So this was supposed to start in June through the YMCA. Obviously, with everything going on, we didn't know if it was going to happen at all, but they've done a really good job at making us feel comfortable, and it started this past week. So I was really excited, but Elliot was like, yeah, okay, t-ball. Like, he didn't really care.
I think he's more of a volleyball type of kid.
I hope so. Volleyball was a big sport in my life. So he didn't really care. But then we got team assignments, and I'm like looking through all the teams, and I was like, oh, shirt color, royal blue. Elliot's going to be so sad because red and orange and brown are his favorite colors. But then I discovered that what does royal blue mean? It means he's on team Culver's.
Does he get free ice cream?
Not yet, but probably at the end of the year, maybe. I don't know. The season is 8 practices/games long. So we've already passed 2.
You
So
finish
anyway.
your story. I have a prop for mine.
Nick is distracted over here.
I have a prop for mine.
So anyway, Elliot's on Team Culver's, and it's like the best thing that has happened. He's so excited about it, and it's been so fun to watch. And I'm making new mommy friends. I just love it.
Oh, yay.
That's all.
So my story is about how proud I am of my wife and her parenting skills.
Wow.
And
Sarah Bragg.
she left. She brought down my prop and left, and I thought she was going to hear all these nice things about me. She'll
have to listen
to hear it. But this is Miss Puppy.
Wow, Miss Puppy.
Say hello to Miss
terrifying.
Puppy.
Although we have a very similar thing at our home.
Ha! Simona loves Miss Puppy.
Oh boy.
Like, loves Miss Puppy.
We avoid toys that make noise.
Whenever she has the opportunity to just sit on the floor and
stare at Miss Puppy. Did you name her?
Yeah, Sarah named her Miss Puppy.
So creative, Sarah.
So, she loves Miss Puppy, but unfortunately, Miss Puppy stopped working the other day while I was...
She stopped making noise?
I was I was cleaning out our condo or something, and I got a string of text messages like this Miss Puppy isn't working.
Uh-oh.
Where's a screwdriver? I need a screwdriver to perform surgery. Well, yeah, I need to perform surgery on Miss Puppy. So she got Miss Puppy taken apart, fixed, and turned back on for Simona. So Simona
Sarah, good
could
job.
do more Miss Puppy things like this.
Wow, so many sound effects this week. So I have one of these that was gifted to me, and Elliot, it's kind of terrifying. Educational, but terrifying. Anyway, it's very educational. I hope Simona's learning all about ears.
She's learning
hands,
about
whatever.
She likes noises and colors, I think.
It's great.
So great work, Sarah. I'm very proud of you.
When I saw this, I thought Sarah was like sewing an ear back onto this stuffed animal.
Nope, she's not that.
I was super proud.
Nope.
So anyway, Miss Puppy, glad you're feeling better.
Glad you're feeling better. You know, it's terrifying when your child's favorite toy.
It's been a hard week for Nick.
Might not work.
Tough week.
Poor Simona.
Guys, I hope your week is better than mine. Okay?
I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, also, it's not very hard.
Yeah, no, it's not. So if it's worse, I'd like to know.
You know how Bridget accomplishes all of her goals? Low bar.
Keep it right here. Manage the expectations, everybody. So glad you listened to us this week. Thanks for listening to me especially complain about my crappy week.
I appreciate your indulgence of my taco obsession.
Yep, that too.
And hopefully we'll have Lauren from Sight Beer here soon, so you can look forward to that. Let us know if you want a taco episode or any other suggestions for guest special episodes. We're looking to do some fun stuff as we're kind of getting out of...
Well, we're just like going to move on.
Whatever.
Yeah, we're just going to move on.
We're going to move on from whatever is happening right now.
Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and of course, see our beautiful faces on YouTube at Dinner Plus Drinks Podcast. We love to hear from you as well, so send us a note.
hello@dinnerplusdrinks.com. We love your emails. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks so much. Have a good week.